Jaime Lannister was a tactical genius in the battle at the Whispering Wood, the battle that helped kick off the War of the Five Kings, proves that. Robb Stark and the Northern armies only won because Jaime Lannister did what he did to take the castle of River Run, people. First, let's look at River Run, how it's situated, how it's built, all that good stuff and all that geography. It's a three-sided castle, got a little reddish in it. That's cool, but it's called River Run. Why is that? Because it's situated in between two rivers. We have the mighty Red Fork right here, all forking it up. Then we got the Tumblestone River. The thing we got to remember about the Tumblestone is that it feeds into the mighty Red Fork. Also, in times of war, like River Run being a three-sided castle, it can defend itself on three sides just using water. They do this little cool thing. They got moat. They're bringing in water. Bam. Get water from this river. Have a big behind trench. Now we have it defended on three sides, situated between two rivers and a big behind moat. If you're an army, what are you supposed to do with that big mamma jamma? Listen, I tell you what you do, and I tell you what Jaime Lannister did. He got his army and he split it up onto three sides. You gotta remember, it's defended on three sides. Does this separate your own army? Yes, but you got to be able to attack the castle. If you only attack the castle, say, from one side and try to assault it, it still has multiple routes to get out of there. They don't got to stay there and let you attack them. Essentially, instead of having one massive army able to surround this moderately sized castle, we now have three separate armies protecting their own side. Of course, when people like Sir Harris Swift, who's over at Tywin Lannister camp, heard that Jaime had did this and that they had lost, he's like, what is Jaime doing? Why is he splitting up the army? Why would you do that? Thank you, Kevin Lannister, who was there and got him right and said, hey, buddy, any tactical genius would have done the same thing. But shout out to some of those northern lords like Mark Piper, because they couldn't let this Lannister host just sit here unharassed. They were around, they were messing with the supply chain, trying to really screw them up. Small attacks, but they didn't have the forces yet to do anything big to really root this army up out of there to really help the Riverlands. That's until Robb Stark came prancing up and attacking Jaime Lannister and his host in the middle of the night. Now, Jaime Lannister may be a little bit of a hothead, especially with all those little small attacks happening. Jaime's like, hey, I'm not going to let you keep doing that. I'm going to go out and I'm going to attack you. But while he's doing that, we have a major attack coming from the northern side. So we got this random troops of northern lords and all them cool people coming down, attacking here, messing these people up. They're getting ransacked. They're like, oh, snap. We got to remember, they separated the army on three sides. So even though their army has been equally split up on the Lannister host side, because, hey, they're only thinking we are attacking River Run. There's no one else coming because Robb Stark's army is supposed to be fighting Tywin Lannister on the other side of the Riverlands. They're not thinking no other host is coming. And this is when the Lannister host starts messing up. Not Jaime Lannister's host. Lord Brax, who's controlling this army right here, he's like, oh, I'm seeing all that up there. Let me go get on some boats and try to go help them out. But we gotta remember, the stream is going this way. So since it's the middle of the night, they're rushing, they're throwing on armor to cross the river. What are you doing, Lord Brax? What are you doing? They're floating. The river's carrying them. River Run men are able to attack. They're throwing stuff. They're hurling stuff. They lose most of the men trying to cross. And the ones that do, you guys remember? Wait 1 second. The northern people are messing them up now too. And when it really couldn't get worse for the people over here in this camp, we gotta remember, this is where Robb Stark started getting all his wins. So it's him, Lord Umber, a couple other lords. They coming this way. They messing up the remaining hosts. They whooping they behind. This Robb Stark now, he ain't no hoe. He ain't no hoe. He the young wolf. But the young wolf never get old, so we gotta remember that. Team Lannister, baby. Team Lannister. So Farley Prester, who's way over here, he's seeing everybody and their mama being attacked. He's like, I don't want to be attacked next. They are losing most of this host right here. This host who's already split in half due to them trying to help over here, and they down here with the rest of them getting ransacked. They lost. They getting whooped by the battle. My man right here, he get his army. He heads back east. He on this retreat and stuff, man. They losing, man. They just trying to get out of there. They don't want to get they behind whooped too. So in the Battle of the Whispering Wood, the Lannister hosts, they did lose. But the Lannister host leader, Jaime Lannister, still a tactical genius, people. I mean, it was the smart thing to do to split the army up. Y'all remember me saying that. And hopefully someone on the screen right now, you see all the people that Jaime Lannister had to slice up. And all the people he would have sliced up if they didn't want to try to gang up on him and stuff like that. At the end of the day, Sir Jaime, Lord Commander Jaime Lannister had the perfect plan to capture River Run in a war, but not the perfect plan to be snuck by a secret army that no one knew was coming at him. Jaime couldn't predict that, even if he is a true tactical genius. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what you think. Do you think Jaime was the true tactical genius I make him out to be, or am I a big silly pants that just hyping up the best fighter in the realm? Because we all know he is. But make sure you like the video. Follow your boy. Follow me to all those other cool places. And we can talk more about all this cool Game of Thrones lore and fighting and battle tactics. And also, I think we got to remember